Welcome to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. Appreciate you tuning in. The prices are starting to come back down, and I'm going to show you some of my recent purchases. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. So today we're going to look at a few purchases I've made, and we're going to discuss those. And if you've kind of been following what's going on in the firearms industry, things are starting to sort of get back to normal with at least some firearms, some firearm accessories, and ammo's still a little spotty. Prices are still up on it, but overall it's starting to get a lot better than it was. So I made a couple purchases, and one of them was on GunBroker. One was at one of my local gun stores in my area. So even Palmetto State Armory is starting to do some of their specials again. They've got Blim complete lowers for like $139, including the trigger assembly, the trigger group, and the buttstock and all, buffer tube. All that's included in that price. Pretty good pricing, and all that's starting to come back around. So I needed another AR. I know everybody says, dang, how many ARs can one person own or whatever? Well, one of my ARs that I had built some years back for competition, and I kind of use dual role sometimes, but it was kind of set up for competition, but also for like 3-gun, but also it could swing into a home defense kind of role. But it was built on an LE 6920, the law enforcement version of the Colt 6920, bought back I think around 2012 or so. If you've been paying attention again in the firearms community, the prices of those have gone up. They've probably gone up, almost anywhere from $500 to $1,000 more than I paid for mine, brand new in the box. Back in like 2011 or 12, whenever I purchased it. So I decided to take and put all the Colt parts back in it, and then get another firearm to build kind of that same role, but just a little different version. So I had options of just building one from a lower and a upper and all that stuff, but I got to looking on GunBroker at some options. Took me a few days to kind of search around. I debated on doing the Palmetto State Armory parts and build, because you have to remember, I'm putting brand new triggers, my competition trigger and all that stuff. A lot of the parts and stuff that I had on my Colt is coming back over to this, so I didn't need everything. Matter of fact, I even had a rail system, 16-inch rail system and all that, but that I could have moved over. But I got to looking on GunBroker, and I found somebody selling these Radicals, the company based out of Texas, American-made product, for their RF-15 is what it's called. And that's what I got here, and we'll discuss that here a little bit, just briefly. I'm going to do more of an in-depth look at both of these firearms, but I just kind of wanted to tell you what I got and kind of the pricing. So I got lucky, and they had these on just regular price, pretty reasonable for like a buy it now. But then they had an option for an auction, and I decided to try doing a little bidding and see what I could come up with. And I was able to pick one of these up for $450 plus the fees and shipping and all that. Even with so it's about $512.24, I think, $512 and some change, shipped to my local gun store for transfer with a Form 4. My local gun store charged me $20, so about $532 I was able to get a complete rifle. And so that's pretty reasonably priced, guys, to be honest with you. And I was pretty pleased with it once I got it, and like I said, I will do an in-depth review. But $532, including the transfer, shipping, and all that, really good deal. The other deal I want to tell you guys about, I found another one of these TSOS 1911s. This is the U.S. Army, or just the standard A1 GI model. Kind of had my eye on these. This is one of the GI clones, and I like the TSOS product, and this right here I thought was a good bargain at $389. So that's actually where they should be. These are harder to find at that price point. So like this company here that had these, they had plenty of them in stock, so they kept doing these auctions and buy it nows. This one, that's the first time I've seen it at that price point. So just kind of keep an eye out, guys. On GunBroker, these right here run in 400 and some, like 420-ish to 459. So keep an eye out, local gun stores, pawn shops, things like that. The deals are coming back. You just kind of got to look for them. And matter of fact, when I bought this, I went ahead and bought some ammo. He had some standard ball stuff. I'm trying to think, it's 124 grain, I think. But anyway, it was $30 a box for 50 in a box. So it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great either. But it was reasonably priced, I thought, for what it was. And I just went and picked up another box when I bought this, since he had some on the shelf. But it is starting to come back, guys. Prices are starting to come back down, so that's a good thing. We should be able to take advantage of some of these deals. For you guys that have kind of hit and miss on this when you buy, don't buy kind of people, I'm telling you, buy again if you're interested in buying something or whatever. Now's the time, in the next probably 2 or 3 months, because we still got a long political road to hoe coming up, and anytime that swings around with more legislation or anything else, it gets tougher and tougher, and the prices always go up. Or now we're going into this Delta variant thing, so you're possibly looking at more restrictions, lockdowns, blah blah blah, and with those cycles, constantly it affects gun prices, ammunition prices, ammunition and gun availability, and all kinds of things. So anyway, guys, just keep a lookout. Keep searching. Don't make those impulse purchases if you can help it. That way you can find some deals. But anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. If you found any deals lately, share those with us. Tell us what you see in the market. If you're finding some deals out there, you don't even have to disclose where you found the deals. If you want to kind of keep that to yourself, that's fine. Just kind of mention some pricing maybe of something you saw priced out, either ammunition or guns or anything like that. That'd be greatly appreciated. But anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. If you got any questions, post those below. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. Bring another video shortly. Have a great day.